Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I'm Crash Rowsell, and it's once again time to Crash Counts with a very special behind-the-scenes video. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought about doing this one for a while since my lock said I had a face cam to it, but I thought this would be the perfect time to do it because at the time of this recording, I actually did a little quick Q&A on, not really quick question and answer, it was more like, if you have any questions about becoming a SkyTuber or a YouTuber, just ask. And one of them said, how do you record? And I said, I did have a GiantLocke video, and I look back at that and I'm like, man, that video is very dated now because I've changed a lot of things. My recording setup is kind of the same, like the way I record things. I do face cam now. So it's a new thing. And with my brand new setup, which I'm going to show you now in a little bit, I'm going to be able to do face cam with different audio and all that stuff. So we're going to see how this works. So I think this should be a really good behind the scenes video for you guys wondering how you can do your own locks and all that, how to set up a pretty good camera and all that. I think my locks look pretty good. So yeah, we're going to show you how to record everything and how to edit and all that stuff. Yeah, so here's my setup. So this is my new setup now. This is just what I got there a couple weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So I record on PS3, if y'all didn't know that. So I have my PS3 set up with a Hauppauge. That's the brand name right there. The HD PVR Rocket. It's not going to focus anymore. It's a little recording thing that you hook up to the PlayStation. It can work on Xbox along with the two because it goes through HDMI. I just have a little TV here. My girlfriend's parents gave it to me. So yeah, this is how I record it. This is the tripod for my camera, which I'll show you the camera now in a little bit. And on my computer, I got my computer set to the side here with all the skyliners ready to go. For audio, so I do record with a face cam, but the thing is that the face cam audio, I try to make it as professional quality as I can. And I say professional in quotation marks. So I use a program called Audacity right there. If it's going to Audacity. Perfect. So Audacity is a very simple audio recording thing. You use it to record your audio. It records it pretty crisp and clear. And my microphone, which is right over here, I have a Yeti, a blue Yeti. I know a lot of people don't like the blue Yetis anymore with a little pop filter. I got it on Amazon for like a couple bucks. Attached to a microphone stand. So I have that set up, which you've seen in the video. And along with that, I have my headphones here, which I have an extender because it's not long enough. I use my headphones so you guys won't be able to hear the audio of the game repeated, but the actual thing. So right now, I'm going to show you, I guess, all the little ins and outs and how I make everything look good with my face cam. So this thing here was probably the best investment I ever got. This is a clothes rack, a rolling clothes rack from Walmart. I got for $10. And as you can see, there's little clothespins on it. These clothespins are to hold my blanket. So as you know from my face cam, I always have my Skylander blanket in the background, but this time I actually am doing it from this. So I don't have to, I can take it up, put it down, have many times I want. It's very big. I can tell you that. I wish I had a foldable version, but you can, but they're way more expensive. As I said, I got this at Walmart for 10 bucks. This is an excellent backdrop for anyone's videos, for any video ever. I'm sorry that the camera's like focusing and not focusing. It's kind of hard to figure out what this is going to focus on. But yes, this is so easy to put together and set up. I'm going to have a quick video showing you what it looks like once it's set up and show you the face cam. Okay, so I have it set up. As you can see, I have my Skylander blanket clipped on with the paper clips. These are clothesline clips. I got the big bulky ones from the dollar store. Came in like a 12 pack, so if they ever break, I do have a lot. So it sets up, looks really good, like backdrop to the chair, as you can see. And I have my face cam set up. So this is how I have my camera right behind my screen, so I'm looking at the screen. So what I do now is I quickly move my headphones out of the way. What I always do now is I always sit down and prep it ahead of time. So I always make sure that I can do my face cam looks good and all that. So I always have it set up like so. It'll turn on now in a second. I'm going to plug it in because that means the battery won't die and I won't risk it. Hey, look, it's me! Hi guys, it's me! So my face cam right now seems to be pretty good. So I just adjust it a little bit and everything. And the cool thing is if it doesn't work right, I can easily take my backdrop and move it around. So I take the backdrop, move it a bit, move this back and forth. So eventually, I'm actually gonna have this set up a little bit better. I might move this in a little bit more. Well, maybe we'll do this way, because you see my face cam. Try to get all the light blocked out of it. I think this might be perfect. That's my face cam. So hey, this is the face cam you normally see, what's up? And this is how I record it. So I just sit here with the microphone moved to my face. I record everything from Audacity with the camera and the gameplay. So I can do, what I do is I do click, click, click. And then I do my countdown of up, down, left, right to synchronize everything and then edit together, which I'll show you that in the editing process. But yeah, that's how I do that. So I mentioned in the video that I was going to use that portal for recording purposes. You know, that little portal I bought in the About Everything Skylander video, but it does not fit on this. Or the portal doesn't fit. I put the Trap Team portal. I just realized that I'm not playing Trap Team, I'm playing Giants. So I got to switch to portal in. But I put everything on here with the Skylanders on the side, and I mix it up there. So I'm going to quickly set that up now. Alright, so I got them all set up there now. So I literally, whenever it comes up in the portal, I just take the Skylander, put it on there, and then just, you know, switch it out if I need to whenever they come up. All that I plug my headphones into. I have a little headphone jack on the back of my TV. I don't know if you can see that. But I plug my headphones in, so that's how I record the headphones, do the audio together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording the episode. Alright, so it's set up. As you can see, there's me ready to go. Hello. Hello. We're all ready to go. Everything is set up. The gameplay is set up. The audio is set up. The camera is set up. So now what we're going to do is do a simple click, 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 and I'm going to show you how I actually do everything else. So what I do to start off is I always go to Audacity. I hit record. So now Audacity's audio is recording. Then I lean forward and hit my camera. Record. Make sure the face cam's still good. And then I hit that. So I do click, click, click to set up my recordings. Up, down, left, right, sync complete. But I move at the same time. So you take your controller and you go up, down, left, right, sync complete. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I'm Crash Rowsell. If you're wondering why my camera's in front of me, this is the behind-the-scenes episode that I released after episode 1 of The Lock. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it because right now I'm filming it. So hey, enjoy that one. Episode 4 of The Lock, ladies and gentlemen. This will be very interesting. But I'm going to stop this video here now and get right into the actual episode, and we'll do the editing right after. Alright, so the episode's finished recording. A whopping 27 minutes the episode. So I took all my video files here now. So what I'm going to do is put them on the computer so you can see it. So I always save this thing so you export it as a WAV file. You save that one. I'm going to call that episode 4 because that's what it was. Episode 4. Save. Okay. And it'll take a little minute to save. Now what I do is on my computer here, I have all of them saved as unedited episodes. So I go in here and I have all the saved ones. Like I know there's gonna be at least episode 10. That's how picked I am. So go to episode 4, and that's where it's gonna be. So I'm gonna take every video file I have and put it into that thing. So I take the camera file, I take my gameplay file, and I take my audio file and put it all into that thing. Alright, all the video files are moved over to the episode. So I have, this is the gameplay footage here, this is my face cam, and this is the audio. So what I do is I take all of the videos, put them into my Windows Movie Maker because it takes a little while to process, and then once we get that done, we'll do the editing. So let's skip to the editing scene here now. Okay, so here we are in the editing portion. This one takes a little while, just letting you know. So I use 2 different editors. I use Windows Movie Maker, the classic default one, and I also use Movavi Movie Editor, which is what Jap uses for most of his videos. So to the core episodes, here we go, episode 4. So what I do right away is I want to match the face cam with the audio I recorded. So I drop and drag the face cam in there, and then I drop the audio file in there. So what I got to do now is match up the audio, and this is the part where it's very tedious. It takes a little while to match everything up. So this is going to be the hardest part, so I'm going to wait for the audio to load a bit. So now I'm just going to listen to see where it is. You're going to hear it double for a while. So now record, make sure the face cam's still good, and then I hit record. That. So I do click, click, click to set up my recordings. And then I hit that. So now we do. So I'm trying to see what my audio is saying. Then I hit that. So now we do our very simple. So now we're going to take this and drag this here, so we'll clip it together a little bit maybe. So now we do our very simple. So the audio seems to be a little bit ahead, so now if we. So now we do our very simple up, down, left, right. So what I do is I say up, down, right, up, down. So now since the video is actually matching my audio, I turn down the video volume for my actual face cam, and now you should just be able to hear my microphone. So now we do our very simple up, down, left, right. So So we got to increase that microphone volume so you can hear it better. So now we do, you take a controller and you go up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Sync complete. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Crash Rowsell. If you're wondering why my camera's... So I have the microphone audio set up together. So all I'm going to do now is simply save it. Once that's done saving, I'm going to show you the next part where I actually clip the video together, or how I set up to make everything together, where I do the up, down, left, right thing. So I sync that with my other video, and then we'll be able to do that. So we'll be back in 1 second. All right, so we are going to do the editing part here now. So the audio file has been saved. As you can see right here, it's called Audio Fix. I just do that separately. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the clips so I can get it perfectly set up for the up, down, left, right. So you know at the end of the video where I go up, down, left, right. So what I do is I'm going to take the gameplay footage here first. And what I do is drag a little bit ahead until you see Flashbang start moving. And that's where the up, down, left, right will begin. Oh, okay. So we'll look at it, it'll go up, down. I think I did a glitch. Yeah, up, down, left, right, sync complete. And then I pause it. And then save that footage, and we'll call that gameplay. And we do a new project, and we do the audio fix, and we do the same thing. We go to the part where I say up, down, left, right, which... Oh, no, it's up, down. Wow, I've done this a million times, I forgot it. It's up, down, left, right, sync complete, but I move at the same time. So you take your controller, and you go up, down, left, right, sync complete. And then I stop right there when I'm just about to talk, and I save that simply as facecam. But I'm also going to go down and edit the little ending here. But as always, I bid you farewell. Oh, the ending's fine. Okay, the ending's good. So what I do is I have the timestamp right here, so I got to remember 26:31. Then I'm going to open up the gameplay footage. Remember 26:31 because we're going to edit that video clip down to 26:31. So we'll go to the edge here, go a little bit further, 26:31, right there. Save the gameplay, and now I sometimes like to double check because I'm like that. So 26:31, go back to the face cam, 26:31, perfect. Let's just double check again to make sure because I'm very picky like that. 26:31. So the ending seconds don't really, or the milliseconds don't really matter. It's something you can edit in the post edit. So now we're going to save those two video files, and then I'm going to go to the next editor. Yeah, there's a lot of editing. All right, so now I'm in my next editor. This is the Movavi Video Suite. So I got those last two videos saved. So this is how I edit the videos together to put everything together with, what you see on the screen. So what I do first is I take the graphic that my lovely friend Lightning Star made for me. This is the graphic for it. It'll just take a second to load there. So yeah, this is the graphic he used. It's supposed to come up on the screen, but there we go. So that's the graphic he uses. And then I'm going to take the video files. Oh, wrong one. The video files that he had, or I have, and I'll take the gameplay first, like I always do. And it'll take a little while to load because my computer is terribly slow, and recording this face cam makes it a lot worse too. So the gameplay's up, so now I'm going to double click it to be able to edit the size of it. And as you can see, Lightning Star is awesome and made these little outlines for me, so I know where I can judge and all that. So I can judge it, make it look a little bit bigger than I do. Click out to make sure it works right. It'll load up in a second. Oh, or it'll do that, but it'll come up. Hold on. Just like as I said, my computer is literal garbage, so. There we go. Okay, so that's the video file there. So I do need to do a tiny bit of editing. You can really see it because I clicked away. But there's a little bit of white at the bottom there. So yeah. So then I take the face cam. I'm gonna clip these up a little bit better at the end. So with this one here, with the two editors, I have these two together. So what I'm gonna do now is fix the face cam to it. So there's my dumb face. So my face cam will go right there, and then I'll do some touching up and stuff probably outside of me just showing you how I do this. And then last but definitely not least, I need to add the question of the day. So I go to the text and I scroll down to simple text, drop it right here, double click. Okay, so my computer just decided to destroy itself, really, and I had to stop the recording so I could do that. Just a heads up, if you wanna do videos, just bear in mind that your computer's never going to agree with you. So then I do the question of the day, which could be anything. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 4th episode, so it's going to be, who is your, spell everything wrong, favorite magic Skylander in Giants? So this is where people go, Pop-Fizz is the only one. No, Pop-Fizz is not the only one. There's also Ninjini, but obviously Pop-Fizz is the right answer. I guess you could count the remake ones. So that's too big, as you can clearly see, so we'll reduce down to 30, and that'll fit perfectly fine. Okay, it's going to be a little off-center. Sorry, OCD. And then we do the yellow, like I always do, to match the yellow that's on there. And you click out. And I got to really adjust that. But yeah, that's how I do the editing. So I got one more editing to do after this. So once this is done saving, and I quickly edit this stupid little thing, I will talk to you guys then, and I'll show you how I do my final edits. That's right, I do four different edits. All right, we're at the final part now. So what I do is I go and take the original clip, but I do my intro first. So I just drag and drop my intro there like normal. And as always, my computer's very slow. And then I take the episode itself, since that's fully saved, and it doesn't have to convert, which is awesome. I do a fade in and fade out of fast with a little animation there, and then I can just double check. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I'm Crash Trials. If you're wondering why my camera's in front of me, this is the behind the scenes episode that I released. Yeah, so that's me talking about behind the scenes. Then for my outro, I just do a little text box and a scroller down. It takes a while, but it gets done. There we go. Remove, edit that down to 2 seconds, animation to that, and then easy peasy. 20 seconds, animation on. But since this is superchargers, I have a different one. So that's the new outro that you've seen at the end of the video for a while now, which I'm going to do a white fade because it will look better. And I normally do my own music, this one here, but I'm going to use the Giants one because that's what I've been using. And then, so we have that. And then the title card will come up when I have it on YouTube. So everything's good together here. Wow, everything looks, you can't really see it, but I'll make it bigger so you can see it. At all, so this is what the video looks like in the end. Alright, so make it smaller. And then I save it. So yeah, that's the video. So back to my real life beautiful face. So I know for a fact that that is a lot of work for something very simple that probably you could do way easy, but this is the thing I've gotten used to, so it doesn't take me long at all. I usually do about 1 full video a day, and it usually just goes along so I can go about doing my normal everyday thing. So I hope this BTS, I guess, helped you out or made you learn something, so now you know everything I do to record these series and all the time it takes for me to do it. I know there is an easier way to do it, but for me to do my professional way, because I've been doing videos now for 10 plus years, this is what I do to make it look and sound the best that it can. So, if you guys enjoy, let me know, leave a like in the comment below, let me know how you edit your videos, if you even do. And something I can do to make it easier, but I probably won't use it because I'm just good with this. But as always, I bid you farewell.